All right, it's Thursday and we're back with some real estate talk. I'm Jordan Conrad, and we're going to be finishing off a topic about land. So this is episode 8, part 2. So we'll be mainly talking about how to actually purchase the land. So last time we talked a little bit more about advertising land, what we do to market land. And so this episode is going to focus on, you have a piece of land that you want to purchase. How do you do that? So we're going to get started here and talk about purchasing land. So the different ways to purchase land, obviously there's a cash purchase, which is probably the easiest. But you can also get financing for land. So a lot of people don't realize that or don't know about financing for land. So if you're purchasing a lot to build a house on, traditionally you can get a construction loan through a bank or lender, and typically a bank is going to want 20% down for a loan like this. Sometimes they can do a loan just on the build if you already have a piece of land, or they can combine the land and the build. I'm actually aware of some lenders that will actually do a loan with a 90% loan to value ratio, meaning 10% down. So when we talk loan to value ratio, 90%, you take 90 from 100, it's 10% down. So for example, if you have a piece of land, so like a lot maybe in a development that you want to purchase for $25,000, you want to build a home that's $175,000, the total would be $200,000. It'd be a $20,000 down payment if it's a 10% down loan. So another thing to consider, if you're going to buy, maybe some recreational or farmland, there's agricultural lenders that will do loans for larger parcels of land. So maybe there's, a 100-acre parcel of property that you want to purchase. Maybe it's for business or agricultural use. An ag loan may be an option. They can even do some pretty crazy things, like use like livestock as collateral for the loan. So that could essentially even sometimes act as your down payment. And they can also take, farm equipment, things like that into consideration. So ag loans are a pretty cool product, definitely worth checking out for land. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about some other considerations whenever you're purchasing land. Maybe you want to build a house, maybe you want to have a cabin, but you really need to look into the utilities. Obviously public water, public sewer makes things easy. If you have to have a well, that changes things. Septic, for septic tank, the land's going to have to be perk tested, so they do a percolation test to check to see if the ground is suitable for a septic system. You want to see if you have natural gas available, or if your house or cabin would have to run on oil. And then also with building, some other things to take into consideration would be deed restrictions and setbacks for the lot. So you want to make sure that you're able to build the house that you're planning and that you don't have any issues with lot setbacks, the size of the house, how many stories it can be, things like that. So you'll see that in different subdivisions or developments, have deed restrictions. So that's all I have for today. Just a little bit about, purchasing land, some things to think about. And obviously, if you have any more questions, you can call myself or my team. We're glad to help you buying land, buying or selling a residential home, even with commercial property. We can definitely help you out. So that's all for today. Have a great holiday weekend. Thanks.